Okay, I'm Olivia Hawkins. I'm currently a freshman at Indiana University.
My name is Rachel Rutherford. I'm at Indiana University, Bloomington. I'm technically a freshman in my second semester, but with credits, I'm a junior standing.
My name is Ella Harrison. I go to IU Bloomington. I'm majoring in entrepreneurship, law, ethics, and decision making, and sustainable business with a minor in Spanish and political science.
Honestly, I think I heard it through the various dual credit classes at New Albany, and then also through Miss McGurk. And so I thought it would just be beneficial to go ahead and get classes done and save money.
I was really lucky early on. My counselor, Miss Hackman, kind of saw where I was at academically and that I was already kind of going towards AP and dual credit on my own, and she showed me this program that they were just starting out with and all of that. And so I think she probably introduced me to that my sophomore year. So I got knowledge on it really early on, luckily. And I knew I wanted to pursue it because they were probably going to be classes I would have to take anyway in high school and college, so I may as well do it at the same time. And it ended up me having to take 2 classes just through Sgtec. So I took speech during the summer before my senior year, and I took an online biology class just because of conflicts with scheduling and teaching and stuff like that. But I knew it would be something I wanted to do because I wanted to just kind of be as ahead of the game as possible whenever I got to college, so that if I didn't know what I was doing with my major or degree, that I would have more time to figure that out, or just anything like that.
I think the first time that I heard about the program was from Mrs. Spainhauer, my counselor at the time, and then throughout my senior year I kind of heard more about it and more chatter, and then Miss McGurk was talking to me too, and I was only actually 5 credit hours away from getting past that 30 credit limit and getting a 60 credit hour limit, and to where I was actually able to graduate high school with an associate's degree from Ivy Tech because of the classes that I took at New Albany.
I think they helped a lot. I honestly think that having classes that have college requirements and are project based, or classes where you really have to study on your own, that's what prepared me best for coming to IU, because most of the classes I take, at least in my major, are you go to a lecture and you hear about all of the material, but really you're not going to learn that amount. The amount of the material they go over is a lot quicker, so it's important to have those study skills that I developed in high school from dual credit classes to be able to study and learn on my own.
I would say dual credit does, and just the Ivy Tech courses I took, it does reflect a good amount of what college learning is like. I think the only difference is the atmosphere, because you're still in a high school mindset, you're still in a high school classroom, and it totally changes when you get to college and you're in a lecture hall and your professor has no idea who you are and all of that. But course load wise and academically, it does a really good reflection of what you will actually be doing with.
So the Ivy Tech classes that I was taking, whether it was at New Albany or it was the online classes through Ivy Tech, they were definitely harder than the normal classes I was taking that were just high school classes. But I think that kind of helped to prepare me, and it was a nice middle step to what college was actually going to be like, because at the time I was doing high school classes and the Ivy Tech classes, and then I got to college and I already had a taste of what a little bit of college classes would be like.
It definitely would have saved me thousands of dollars. Books here are probably anywhere from $100 or more dollars, depending upon the class. So if you count books for those classes and like not having to take those classes in general, it saves a lot of money. I came in with 58 credit hours, 30 of which were from the STGC, like certified, and then also another 28 transferred. So anatomy transferred for me, calculus transferred for me, AP government transferred for me, econ transferred for me. Mostly all of them transferred.
I want to say, so I'm pretty sure the program itself has a requirement of 30 credits because that's like the equality to 1 full year at college. I think I ended up coming into college with 42 or 48 credits just from other classes at New Albany that were dual credit that weren't required for the STGEC certificate. So money-wise, I mean, if you say a year of college tuition at IU, that's in state around $10,000. Out of state, that's varying, but so I would say upwards of $10,000 it could potentially save people.
So all in all, through New Albany High School, I was able to take 55 credit hours, and then I just had to take 5 extra through Sgtec. And all in all, that saved me 2 years of tuition's worth, which is around $20,000.
I would definitely full-heartedly recommend this program. You don't really see like the full scope of how important it is until you are in my position. And I have 58 credit hours, and it completely like changes like the game plan for my 4 years here or less. I'll probably graduate in 3 years because of all of the credit hours that I had transferred. So I would say to encourage like 8th graders or 9th graders to get involved in this program, I would definitely say put yourself in the long run and think about the college that you really want to go to, especially a college in Indiana like IU, and realize how much money it's going to save you, and not only as far as like the credit hour or book costs, but also you can graduate a whole year or maybe even graduate in 2 years. And I know multiple people that have been able to do that from our area due to the STGEC.
I would definitely encourage anyone who's in the beginning of high school or about to go into high school to just think about it, even if like it seems when you're in 8th grade or 9th grade like you don't really need to worry about it yet because it seems so far off, and it's just kind of like I'll worry about it when I get there. But it comes a lot faster than you think, and it's good to start worrying about it then. But it definitely is something that people should try because it honestly, it's not that hard to obtain, and even if you get to certain classes and you think, oh, it's way too much, it's not the end of the world as long as you like at least try. Yeah, like I said, whenever I was introduced to it, I was a sophomore, so I was lucky. A lot of people didn't even know about it until like the end of junior year or something like that, and then they were like scrambling to try to figure out what am I going to do, because around that time is when you start looking into college and stuff, and you start realizing how expensive things are, and you start realizing like, oh, like I probably should have thought about this more. So it will definitely benefit people to like think about that and plan out classes and like how they're going to manage that with their schedule and stuff early on.
I think this is one of the best opportunities I've ever taken advantage of. If you're a freshman coming in, or if you're an underclassman, or even if you're a senior and you want to be a part of this program, I think it's an amazing opportunity for everybody. It saved me so much time, so much money, and it prepared me so much. If you're even considering it in the slightest, I recommend just doing it, and I think that you'll thank yourself later.